Hello friends, we start a class on real sequence. This is our 7th class. In previous class, we discussed a theorem and convergent sequences. Okay. In this class, we discussed divergent sequences and a theorem. Okay. A theorem on bounded sequence. Okay. So let us start divergent sequence. A sequence which is not convergent is said to be a divergent sequence. A sequence which is not convergent is said to be a divergent sequence. Okay. So first we see what is the definition of a convergent sequence. Okay. So convergent sequence means, in previous class we said that convergent sequence means Xn is a convergent sequence. This is convergent if limit n tends to infinity Xn exists. Okay, finitely. Okay, limit n tends to infinity Xn exists finitely. That is there exists a unique proof. In previous class, the limit of a sequence is unique. Okay, so there exists a unique real number L belongs to R. Okay, such that limit n tends to infinity Xn equal to L. Okay, clear? So a sequence is convergent if the limit exists finitely, and in previous class we proved the limit is unique. So there exists a unique real number such that limit xn equal to L. Okay, so what is the definition? Limit xn equal to L. For each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number k belongs to n such that mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, this is our definition for limit xn equal to L. Okay, for each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number k belongs to n such that mod of xn minus L less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, so this is the definition of convergent sequence. Xn is convergent if there exists a unique L and satisfy this condition. Okay, there exists a unique L such that this. Okay, and this condition is equivalent to this. Okay, this condition is equivalent to this. Okay, so what is the concept of not convergent? So not convergent means there does not exist any real number. Okay, there does not exist any real number such that limit this equal to L. Okay, so not convergent means there does not exist any unique real number such that real number L belongs to R such that limit n tends to infinity xn equal to L. Okay, there are no L such that this is satisfied. Okay, so we can say for every L belongs to R. Okay, so there are no real number such that this condition holds. So for this implies for all L belongs to R, limit n tends to infinity xn is not equal to L. Okay, clear? So this implies for all L belongs to R. Okay, so if limit xn equal to L, then for each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number k. So if this is not equal to 0, so there exists epsilon such that for all k belongs to L, this condition does not satisfy. Okay. So this is not equal to L. This implies there exists S1 greater than 0 such that there does not exist any k belongs to N such that mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, clear? Okay, so for all L belongs to R, there is epsilon greater than 0 such that for all k belongs to N, mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon, is greater than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, this says that there exists epsilon such that there does not exist any k. So for any k, this does not hold. So for any k, this is greater than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, clear? That is this implies there exists this implies for all L belongs to R, there exists a neighborhood of L such that the sequence xn is not eventually in that neighborhood. Okay. In previous classes we discussed the term eventually. Okay. See there. Okay. So for all n belongs to R, this means there exists a neighborhood of L such that xn is not eventually in that neighborhood. Okay. Which is equivalent to for all L belongs to R, there exists a neighborhood of L such that infinitely many terms of the sequence xn does not belong to that neighborhood. Okay, does not belong to that neighborhood. Okay, clear? So repeat this definition again. Okay, so a divergent sequence means a sequence which is not convergent is called a divergent sequence. So if a sequence is convergent, what is convergent sequence? If the limit exists, then a sequence is called convergent sequence. Okay, so xn is convergent if this limit exists finitely. Okay, so there exists a unique real number L because of the limit of a sequence is unique. Okay, so there exists a unique real number L belongs to R such that this condition holds. It is limit n tends to infinity xn equal to L, and this limit n tends to infinity xn equal to L, this is equivalent to for each xn greater than 0 there exists a k belongs to N such that mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, so a sequence is convergent if there exists a real number such that this condition holds. Okay, this condition holds. Okay, that is there is a real number such that this condition holds. So for not convergent there does not exist any L. So for not convergent there does not exist any unique real number L such that this condition holds. So for every real number this is not equal to 12. For every real number this is not equal to 12, and for equal to L this is our condition. Therefore for not equal to L our condition is this: for all change to there exist, and there exists change to for all. Okay, so there exists epsilon greater than 0 such that there exists epsilon greater than 0 such that there does not exist any k. There does not exist any k belongs to n such that this condition holds. Equivalently, there exists epsilon greater than 0 such that for all k belongs to n, there does not exist any k such that this is less than epsilon. So for all k, this is greater than epsilon. There does not exist any k such that this is less than epsilon, which actually means for all k, mod of epsilon minus L is greater than epsilon. Okay, for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, so which actually imply for there exists a neighborhood of L such that xn is not eventually in that neighborhood. Okay, and which also imply there exists a neighborhood of L such that infinitely many terms of xn does not belong to that neighborhood. Okay, so these are the equivalent definition, also are the equivalent definition of a divergent sequence. Okay, so we use this or this. Okay, we use this or this to prove a sequence is divergent. We prove this or we prove this or this. Okay, clear? So we get some examples of divergent sequence. Okay, example 1. Example 1. Okay, let xn equal to n. This is a real sequence on R. Okay, clear? We prove this is a divergent sequence. Okay, so we prove this by contradiction. Assume that this is convergent. If possible, let is convergent to L. Okay, if possible, this is convergent to L. So this implies mod of xn for each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number k such that mod of xn minus L, which is less than epsilon, for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, for all n greater than equal to k. So this implies mod of n minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, this implies minus epsilon less than n minus L less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, this implies L minus epsilon is less than L, n is less than L plus epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, so this implies n belongs to n minus epsilon L plus epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. This is true for every epsilon greater than 0. Okay, this must be true for every epsilon greater than 0, and this is n belongs to this for all n greater than equal to k. So k plus 1, k plus 2, k plus 3, and so on, all are belongs to L minus epsilon, L plus epsilon. Okay, but if we choose, if we choose epsilon equal to half, then then L minus epsilon L plus epsilon does not contain infinitely many natural numbers. Okay, natural numbers. Okay, because if this is L, then this is L minus epsilon L plus epsilon. Okay, so which is also equal to half, so L minus half, this is L plus half, so this is of length 1. Okay, this is of length 1. So but natural number, what is natural number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so within length 1, this is length 1, this is length 1, or this to this length 1. Okay, this is length. So in length 1 there does not exist infinitely many natural numbers. Okay, so if we choose epsilon equal to half, then L minus epsilon L plus epsilon does not contain infinitely many natural numbers. But here for every epsilon greater than 0, infinitely many natural numbers are belongs to this. So this is a contradiction. Okay, this is a contradiction. Therefore xn is not converges to L. Okay, therefore xn is not converges to L. Okay, since L we does not choose any particular L, this true for every L belongs to R. So since L is arbitrary, this implies xn is not convergent. Okay, because there does not exist any real number such that limit xn equal to L, so xn is not convergent, that is xn is divergent. Okay, so this sequence is not convergent. Okay, example 2, xn equal to minus 1 whole to the power n, this sequence. Okay, now we prove this is divergent. So what is our xn? Xn is minus 1 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1 and so on. Okay, so we prove this is divergence, that is we prove there are no real numbers such that limit xn equal to L. So we now choose any real number L belongs to R. Then mod of xn minus L. So what is our xn? Even position minus 1 and in odd position 1. Okay, so for n equal to odd, xn is minus 1, and for n equal to even, xn is 1. Okay, so mod of xn minus L is either this or this, as n equal to odd and or even. Okay, so if we take common as minus 1, then and for modulus the minus can be removed. Okay, so this is 1 plus L, n equal to odd, and 1 minus L when n is even. Okay, now if we choose epsilon as follows: half of minimum of mod of 1 plus L, comma mod of 1 minus L. Okay, then we say epsilon is less than this and epsilon is less than this. Okay, then we say epsilon is less than mod of 1 plus L, or x1 is less than mod of 1 minus L. Okay. If since if L equal to 1, since if L equal to 1, then this is true. Okay, then this is true. Okay, and if L equal to minus 1, then this is true. And if L not equal to 1 and L not equal to minus 1, both, then both are true. Okay, then both are true. So for each L, either this or this will be true. Okay, so we have mod of xn minus L is either this or this. So we can write mod of xn minus L is greater than epsilon, because for every L, either this is greater than epsilon or this is greater than epsilon. Either this is greater than epsilon or this is greater than epsilon. So xn minus L is greater than epsilon. Okay. For infinitely many L, okay, clear? So therefore there does not exist any k belongs to L such that mod of xn minus L less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, for all n greater than equal to k. So this implies xn is not convergent to L. Xn is not convergent to L. Therefore xn and L is any real number. That is, L is arbitrary. So xn is not converges to L for every L belongs to R. Okay, for every L belongs to R. So there are no real numbers such that limit xn equal to L. So the sequence xn is divergent. Okay, so this is an example of a divergent sequence, and this is also an example of a divergent sequence. Okay. Now the theorem on bounded sequence. Okay. Theorem: a convergent sequence is bounded. A convergent sequence is bounded, but not conversely. Okay. But not conversely. Okay. If every convergent sequence is bounded, but every bounded sequence may not be convergent. Okay. So first to prove this, every convergent sequence is bounded. So let xn be a convergent sequence in R. Okay, xn be a convergent sequence R, then there exists L belongs to R such that limit n tends to infinity xn equal to L. Okay, xn is a convergent sequence in R, and let the limit is L. Okay, so this implies for each epsilon greater than 0 there exists k belongs to n such that mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. Okay, clear? For every epsilon greater than 0 there exists k belongs to n such that xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k. So this is true for every epsilon. So if you take epsilon equal to 1, then there exists say k1 belongs to n such that mod of xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to k1. relation is 1, so this is 1. Okay, so this implies xn belongs to L minus 1, L plus 1 for all n greater than equal to k1. Okay, here for all n greater than equal to k1. So this implies x k1, x k1 plus 1, x k1 plus 2, and so on. All are belongs to L minus 1, L plus 1. Okay, so every term after k1, are belongs to this. So we say this implies L minus 1 less than x n less than L plus 1 for all n greater than equal to kn. Okay, this is this. Okay, so at the outside of this interval there are finite number of elements. Okay, so if we take capital M equal to maximum of x1 x2 x k1 minus 1. Okay, which term does not belong to this interval? Which term of the sequence xn does not belongs to this interval, that elements are considered. Okay, and with these elements we take L minus 1, L plus 1. Okay, since L minus 1, okay, since every element is less than L plus 1, so since xn is less than L plus 1 and L plus 1 is also less than equal to m. Okay, L plus 1 is also less than equal to m, and those elements x1, x2 or xk minus 1, those elements are also less than equal to m because m is the maximum. So x1, x2 or xk minus 1 all are less than equal to m. Okay, so this is true for all n greater than equal to k1. So xk1 less than m, xk2 less xk1 plus 1 less than m, and so on. And before the term k1, all terms are less than equal to m. Okay, so this implies x is less than equal to m for all n belongs to m. Okay, for all n belongs to m. Clear? Similarly, if you take small m equal to minimum of x1, x2 xk1 minus 1, L minus 1, L plus 1. Okay, if you take small m equal to minimum of this, then we have x each here. See, each xn for n greater than equal to k1 are greater than L minus 1. So L minus 1 is less than xn for all n greater than equal to k1, and since m is the minimum of these numbers, so these terms x1, x2, xk1 minus 1 all are greater than equal to m because m is the minimum between these numbers. Okay, so combining the and m is the minimum of this number, so L minus 1 is greater than m. m is the minimum, so m is less than n minus 1. Okay, less than equal to n minus 1. Okay, so combining this, similarly as above, combining this, we have m is less than equal to xn for all n belongs to n. Okay, so now we combine this and this. Therefore m less than equal to xn less than equal to m for all n belongs to natural number. Okay, this implies the sequence xn is bounded. This implies the sequence xn is bounded. Okay, so every convergent sequence is bounded. Okay, the definition of bounded sequence is given in the previous class. Okay, previous classes. Okay, so this implies the sequence is bounded. Okay, here we choose epsilon equal to 1. We can choose any epsilon. Okay, epsilon equal to 1, 2, 3 or 4. Any epsilon, if you choose any epsilon, we can proceed similar way. Okay, now here another statement is, but not conversely. Okay, that is, every bounded sequence is not convergent. Please see a previous example. This is a bounded sequence. In previous classes we say this is a bounded sequence. Okay, so this is a bounded sequence, but it is not convergent. It is not convergent, divergent. Okay, so for example, minus 1 whole to the power n. Okay, this is an example which is bounded but not convergent. Okay, now some result on this. We in previous classes we say that if a sequence is a Cauchy sequence, if and only if it is convergent. If a sequence satisfies Mn test, then if and only if it is convergent, and every convergent sequence is bounded. So to prove a sequence is divergent, we prove any one of these. Okay, so if xn is not satisfy Cauchy criteria, what is it? Let xn be a sequence, then xn is divergent. Either it is not satisfy Cauchy sequence, or it is not satisfy the Mn test, or it is unbounded. If any one condition between these three conditions holds, we say the sequence xn is not convergent, that is divergent. Okay, if it does not satisfy Cauchy criteria, does not satisfy Mn test, or it is bounded. Okay, between these three conditions, any one holds, we will say that xn is divergent. Okay, thank you. Come to the next class. Goodbye.